Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain about the agent queues in PEGA. Okay, before talking about the agent queue, let me open one simple case type hello, which is having only one stage. There is no other stages and alternate stages, and it contains only one process. Let me open the process. This is the process, and which is a standard flow. And here the assignment second routed to current operator, and there is no SLA defined on that. And by the way, I did not configure any flow actions. I did not configure any flow action just for testing purpose, right? Okay, there is no sections. Okay, I mean to say there is no sections. Okay, now if you can open that, yeah, I did not create any flow actions. That's why. And the next assignment is uh, the next assignment is third, and which is routed to the different operator name admin 11, and there is an SLA on this SB SLA. Let me open this SB SLA also. Okay, there is an SLA. I created this SLA. So third, another assignment is 5 current operator, and there is no SLA. After this, there is a wait shape. Now here the wait shape is the wait type is timer, not case dependency. Not case dependency, time is. So that means the case has to be waited for 4 minutes. Okay. Uh, and next one is, if you want you can create this, or your wish, if you want you can create this assignment. Okay, operator username is admin 12 routed to the admin 12 operator. Now let me run this case type first. Just click on save and run. Very simple flow, very simple flow. Okay, now the assignment second step, because which was assigned to current operator, that means it is in my work list. It is in my work list. What I am doing, I have to complete this assignment. So as per the business process, what would be the next step when I completed or when I finish my assignment? So the next assignment has been routed to this operator admin 11. That means the assignment is in his work list. The case is in this work list, the admin 11 operator work list, and that person has to completed the task or assignment or a work as per this SLA. As per this SLA. Let me open the SLA as well. Okay, this is the SLA. Initial urgency is 10. I don't want to talk about in detail. So the goal time is 5 minutes. So then urgency is increased to 40. What is the SLA action? Just executing one data transform. Just executing one data transform. What is the data transform? Just click on edit. Okay, just I just want to execute one data transform. And again, if you go to the deadline, I mean, what is the deadline time? 8 minutes. So from goal time it would be 3 minutes, but the total deadline time is 8 minutes. Amount increased urgency is 60. Now what is the passed deadline? Passed deadline is only once, because there is no multiple occurrences. Passed deadline is only one time, and the 3 minutes. And again here also I just want to execute a one data transform. Your wish, whatever the action, if you want you can configure on the SLA. Okay, now first understand the business flow. First, my assignment, after completed my assignment, what PEGA will do, PEGA will create a one more assignment in his work list. He has to completed that assignment, or he has completed his task within the SLA time which is configured. That means 5 minutes, because that is the goal time. Okay, now you have to understand one more point. Let us suppose if I completed my assignment. Now, what will happen if the admin 11 operator not completed the assignment within the 5 minutes? Within 5 minutes, because that is the SLA, right? Because already SLA is configured. Already SLA is configured. So the admin 11 operator is if not completed the assignment within the SLA time, what will happen? Already you configured, right? What are the actions you want to perform if when it reaches to the goal time? When it reaches to the goal time, what actions you want to perform? Already you want to perform execute one data transform. But who will execute this data transform? Who will execute this data transform? For example, the manager is, you submitted a one leave assignment, or if you submitted a one task to manager, if the manager is did not if the manager is did not reviewed, what will happen? The system has to send a one notification to the manager, because here you should not send a notification. You no need to send a notification. Here the system is completely monitoring the process. What is the system here? PEGA. So if the admin 11 operator is not completed the assignment within a time, so PEGA internally monitoring all these things. PEGA in the background checking all these things, because what is the assignment? Is there any SLA defined on that? If as per the SLA, if the appropriate operator is not completed the task, what actions they have configured on that? Okay, so that actions has to be performed by the PEGA, not you. That means not current operator or admin 11 operator. System is monitoring all these things because all these are predefined processes, right? All these are predefined configured. Already you gave instructions, PEGA. Already SLA is defined on this assignment. If the concerned operator is not performed the task within the 5 minutes, then please execute this action. Okay, so even how PEGA in the background identifying which assignment and what actions I need to take care of it if the assignment is not completed within the timeline. There is no magic, there is no automatic, etc. Very clean, clear cut defined process. Okay, if the assignment not completed within the timeline, PEGA will identify that okay, this assignment, on this assignment SLA has been defined. Now the assignment is reaches to the goal time, but the operator is not completed the task. So what I have to do? I have to execute this data transform. But okay, now let me show you. When I run the case type, this is my first assignment, second, right? Okay, this is now in my work list. When I click on this, that means submit, because why it is advanced, this case means I don't have any sections or input fields on this. Now when I click on this advance this case, internally what PEGA can do, you know that internally what PEGA can do, this assignment is completed. After that, one assignment has been assigned to admin 11 operator work list. Okay, and internally PEGA will remove the assignment from your work list too and assign a new item from his work list, etc. There are a lot of operations performed by the PEGA internally. At the same time, what PEGA will do, PEGA will create a one entry. PEGA will create a one entry if there is a SLA is defined on that assignment. PEGA will create or PEGA will push one entry or PEGA will queue. This is the main term. PEGA will queue one entry into the queue. PEGA will queue one entry into the queue. Which queue? Which queue? Okay, there are a lot of queues, because there are a lot of queues. Here the standard agents plays a major role, because everybody is nowadays talking about the queue processors. That is a completely different story. Okay, here once you completed this, now see, for example, when I click on advance this case, that means the second assignment is completed. Now, after that, what PEGA will do? PEGA will do a lot of operations internally. Okay, if you want to open the tracer also, then you can understand. Okay, so as part of that, one task what PEGA can do, PEGA will queue one entry into the one queue table. Which queue table? Because here there is a one standard agent, call it as a SLA agent. There is a one standard agent, call it as a SLA agent. That SLA agent is responsible to process these queue items. Okay, process the items, because there is a one more standard agent which can process the related queue items, because not only only SLA agent can process all the queue items. That is not correct. Okay, you are pushing or you are queuing one entry, and you are clearly giving the instruction, okay, this queue entry should be processed by the SLA agent. So if you want, you can go through the queue for agent method, where you can see the parameters also, where you can see the parameters. Okay. Now what happened? PEGA internally created one entry into the queue table. Who will process which queue table? SLA queue table. SLA queue table. If you want, you can see that also. Now just log in into admin studio. Just log in into admin studio. So go to the resources. Go to the resources. There is a option, call it as a agent queues. So here scheduled, there are a lot of options here. One is scheduled, immediate, current, processing, success, and broken. Now I am talking about scheduled. So as I told you, one queue item has been scheduled. One queue item has been scheduled by the PEGA. What is that queue item? See this one. What is the queue class name? System queue service level. System queue service level. What is the queue item? See this one. When it was queued, enqueued, when it was enqueued, queued, 12th February 2020 This is because of the time, early morning 1:40, because my current operator time is EST time, New York time. That's why if you want, you can see the New York time now. New York time. Okay, 1:47. So that's why the time 12th February 1:40. When it should be processed by the PEGA, when this queue item has to be processed by the PEGA, at what time? 1:48. At what time? 1:48. Because the assignment has to be completed by the admin 11 operator within 5 minutes. But what PEGA will do? PEGA, to be safer side, in the background, okay, PEGA one push one entry into the queue table, service level queue table, because this queue instances has to be processed by the one agent, call it as a SLA agent, which is process events. Okay, let me go back to Dev Studio. Records, sysadmin, agent. There is a one agent, call it as a PEGA Procom. PEGA Procom. This PEGA Procom agent contains a one activity agent named service level events. Service level events. What is the class name? System queue service level. So if any queue items are placed to this class, if any queue items are placed to this class, system queue service level, then the service level agent will wake up and process those queue items. Now, agent bulk processing. If any queue items are placed to this queue, system queue bulk process, this agent wake up and process these queue items, because by default it can periodically for every 30 seconds. So for every 30 seconds, this agent will check, okay, is there any queue items are placed? Then I have to process this age. Then I have to process that queue item. So processing means this agent activity will be executed. This agent activity will be processed by that queue item. So how can I find out those queue items? That's why I switch into the devs admin studio, just actions. How can I find out? All these are queue names here. All these are queue names here. What is the queue? System queue service level Okay, not this one, because scheduled one, right? For us, system queue service level. Just click on this one. Okay, now why again it is giving as a 151? 151, why it is showing as a 151? Actually it was a 148, right? Why again it is showing as a 151? You know what is happening in the background? Because the admin 11 operator is not completed the assignment within the time. So PEGA is keep on checking. PEGA is keep on checking. Okay, the goal time is reached or not. Goal time is reached or not for this assignment, for this queue item. Goal time is reached or not. Okay, if the goal time is reached, immediately what that agent, right, just now we have seen that process event, the system queue service level process events, that agent will process this queue item. So what, sir, if that agent is process this queue item, why again we are seeing this entry? Let me tell you. Okay, so if the when the goal time is reached, when the goal time is reached, that agent activity what can do, it will execute the appropriate SLA action, run data transform, right? It can be executed again. It will requeue, or again it will queue the item, and this time the schedule time is 151. Why? Because goal time is missed. There is again deadline time is there, right? At least that person has to be completed within the deadline time. Okay, even that is also missed. Again there is a past deadline time. So every time that SLA agent is verifying. Okay, because see this one, this is queued at 149, but scheduled is 151. What is, why it is 151? Let me go back to Dev Studio, open this SBSLA. So now the goal time is 5 minutes. Now after that, what is the deadline time? 3 minutes. I have given 8 minutes. From the goal time, it should be 3 minutes only. That's why 158 time again to 151. Sorry, 148 time to 151. So the PEGA SLA agent internally checking. Okay, still this assignment has not performed by the operator. Then the goal time is reached. I have to execute this action. That is done. Again, after that, what PEGA will do? PEGA will queue the item again. PEGA will queue the item again. Now the deadline time is 151. That's why now let's see. Go back to Admin Studio. Go to the queue system. Just refresh. Always refresh. Scheduled system queue service level. Now see this one 155. Why 155? Actually, the deadline time is also missed. But what is the past deadline time? Deadline, was it, what is the past deadline? Again 3 minutes, again 3 minutes past deadline. Okay, so like this, that SLA agent internally checking and performing the appropriate SLA action, and again creating the queue item again, unless and until when it reaches to the past deadline. And let me execute a one more. Go back to Admin Studio. Go back to Admin Studio. What I am doing now, just refresh. I don't want to keep it here. System queue service level, system queue service level. Okay, if you want, you can remove this item as well, or if you want, you can defer this item as well. If you want, you can defer. So I'm just removing, or if you want, you can defer. See, so when you click on defer item, where is that item? It went to the broken queue. It went to the broken queue. See, just refresh. So broken queue, system queue service level events. See this one 153. This item is went to the broken queue. If you want, you can requeue it again. If you want, you can requeue it again, or if you want, you can remove it also permanently. Then there is no SLA on that assignment. Okay, now let me go back to Dev Studio. Let me show it to you once again. Now this time let me run. New case got getting created. Now the case type is, the case instance is H1003, go to the admin studio, go to the resources, agent queues. Here I am talking about only one agent queue. Similarly, there are a lot of queues here. You can see in the real time queues. Okay, now go to the scheduled one. Is there any queue item? PEGA has been scheduled any queue item here? As of now, no. As of now, no. See, when I click on advance this case, what will happen? When I click on advance this case, uh, just enable the tracer. When I click on advance this case, how many operations are performed by the PEGA in the back end? You can see it is checking determine SLA time. See this one, work dash add assign. There are a lot of activities are calling internally. You have to understand whenever you have a time. Finish assignment, complete assignment, determine the SLA, define SLA time, new assignment is getting created, etc. So, there is an activity. So like this. So here, when you go to the add assign, there is an activity add assign. Now you have successfully completed, right? Now before that also, just switch to the, okay, there is an assignment activity add assign from two rule set versions, PEGA Procom and PEGA Process Engine. Okay, so if you want, you can go in detail about this activity as well. But let me log off. Okay, this is, see this one. Okay, let me log off first, because we created an item H1003, because now I already completed the second assignment. Now it will assign into the another work list. What is the operator name? Admin 11. Admin 11. Now if you just log in into the admin 11, where you can see this assignment in his work list. Where you can see the assignment in his work list. That means PEGA, what PEGA internally doing, when you completed the first assignment, PEGA is doing multiple operations, keeping the assignment in the admin 11 operator work list. That is one task. And PEGA is pushing one queue item to process SLA, because to be safer side, I don't know whether they can perform or not, right? If he doesn't know, if he cannot perform the assignment within the SLA time, then PEGA has to take one action, right? So that's why, to be safer side also, I mean that as per the process, PEGA will queue one entry into the queue table, SLA queue table. Okay, if this admin 11 operator performed the assignment or completed the assignment, then what PEGA will do? PEGA will remove the entry from the queue table as well. See, for example, now my work list, view all, see this one, third, hello, due 4 minutes from now. So that means he has to complete it within 4 minutes. Now the assignment is this one. Now there is a one work item in this operator work list. At the same time, log off. Switch to the admin studio. Go to the resources, agent queues. What is the agent queue? Scheduled system queue service level. See this one. There is an entry here. If that person has not completed the task, because PEGA is, as I told you, PEGA is keep on checking, because that SLA agent is running for every 30 seconds. So for every 30 seconds when the agent is running, it will check, is there any queue item? Yes, there is a queue item, but that agent cannot process this queue item immediately, because the schedule time is clearly they mentioned 2 o'clock. The schedule time they mentioned is 2 o'clock. Now what is the New York time? Okay, now 2. So again it is processed now. If you want, that SLA agent is processed this queue item, but it is happening internally. If you want, you can trace that as well. Now see this one. Go to the scheduled system queue service level. Now still not yet processed. Let's see once again, because once the SLA agent is wake up and process this queue item, because the time is scheduled time is 2 o'clock. Now see, already this queue item is processed by the SLA agent and performed appropriate SLA action. Still there is a deadline time. Now what it can do, again it queue the item, again it queue the item, and this time the schedule time is 2 3, because again 3 minutes right for deadline. So what I can do, before that I can log in as a user portal admin 11 operator. I can completed my assignment. I can completed my assignment H. Okay, where is that? Okay, high priority, since because you completed the, you missed the deadline, sorry, you missed the goal time. Now the deadline time due 2 minutes from now. Okay, now advance this case. Okay, now let's see, just go back to admin studio now, because I have completed my assignment. There is no s I have completed my assignment. Now just go back to admin studio, see is there any queue item in the work queue, sorry, that SLA queue. Admin studio, resources, again agent queues, scheduled one. Where is that system queue service level? Because that person has completed the assignment successfully, then what is the purpose of keeping that queue item again in the queue? That's why removed. That's why removed. So here this is the agent queue. So basically that agent queues are responsible for the standard agents, right? So in the standard agent there is an option queue for agent. There is a, in the activity there is a step method, call it as a queue for agent. So that means if you want to queue any item, if you want to queue any item, any work item for any agent, so if you can see those queued items from the admin studio by using this agent queues, not only this one. See, for example, scheduled system work indexer, these many queue items are queued by the PEGA or operator or program, etc. For this queue, schedule time is, okay, all these are the schedule time is 202123, but why at the time these are missed? If you want, you can remove or you can requeue them. If you want, you can defer, or if you want, you can remove it. So here you can find it out immediate, and you can find out how many queue items are getting processed, and here you can find it out what is the success. Okay, this queue item is successfully processed by the agent, etc. Okay, so and this tab contains the broken queue items. Okay, these are the list of broken queue items. Here if you want, you can requeue them or you can remove it from here. So by using this interface, you can easily see the queued items. You can easily see the queued items. Now let me show you log, sorry, admin 1, case types, run. Before running, if I want to change it to SLA time, open a process. See, let me tell you, in this time, I just want to tell one thing: explore, explore, explore. In this time, I want to tell you one thing from the Mahabharata. Okay, I think you already aware of a little bit about the Mahabharata. The teacher Dronacharya one day asking his students, students, what are you seeing on the tree? Yeah, some people are saying, some people are said, okay, I'm seeing leaves, I'm seeing trunk, and Bhima is, bit more about the food point of view. Sir, teacher, I'm seeing that very nice fruits, etc. But the one and only person, Arjuna, saying that I'm seeing the target. I'm seeing the target. That means here the way you look at the application or behavior, etc., is important. For example, the person created a case type. Case type is created. There are two stages. But the other person, the way look at into the case type is what is the behind this case type? Yeah, py default or py start process, or what is the flow created? What is the class created, etc. So that means the way you look at into the things is very very important. So then only you can understand the things in detail. Okay. Let me tell you one more point. Who is the teacher of the Ekalavya? Who is the teacher of the Ekalavya? Sir, there is no teacher for Ekalavya. Some people saying, Sir, Dronacharya is the virtual teacher. In my opinion, you know who is the teacher of the Ekalavya? Dedication, passion, interest, curiosity, all these things are teachers of the Ekalavya. In one shot, this is a very simple story. You have to understand and you have to explore and you have to way of learning the things, and the way you look at into the things is very very important. Okay, so now here see this one, I'm just changing the admin 11, the SLA time I'm just bit changing to the SLA time is checkout. Now the goal time is I'm just giving 10 minutes. Save. Goal time must be less than deadline time, obviously, right? So now I'm just giving 15 seconds, sorry, 15 minutes. Now here in the apply data transform dt1, I just configured dt1. I'm just creating one dt1 data transform. No branch. I'm just updating the py status work. Py status, py status work. Goal time, I'm just updating the py status work is goal time. Save. Now save as. dt2. Click on create and open. Whatever the actions if you want to perform in the SLA, you can do it. You can advance the flow, etc. Notify party, deadline, save, check in, updated, save as TT3, click on create and open, pass deadline, check in, updated. Now come back to your SBSLA. Now here DT1, here edit DT2. Now, oh sorry, past deadline is DT3. Now here edit DT2. Check in. That's it. I have updated my SLA. Just refresh your case type once. Actions. Refresh. Save and run. Okay. And now is there any queue item into the PEGA is created any queue item for SLA? Not now. Go back to admin studio. Resources. Agent queues. Scheduled. Is there anyone? No. Now switch to Dev Studio. Now advance this case. Now, now what is the time now? Advance this case. What is the New York time? EST time now. Okay, 2:12. Now admin studio. Scheduled. System queue service level 2:12. Now the time is 2:12, but it should be executed by the 2:22 because we have given the uh, uh, goal time is 10 minutes. Within this 10 minutes, the operator has to be executed, completed that particular assignment. Now, if we did not perform this task, why? Because during the queue item queued by the PEGA, they clearly mentioning that so it is queued at 2:12 only, but this queue item should be processed by the SLA agent at what time? 12:02, 2023, 2:22 because the goal time should be goal time is reached, right? The goal time once the goal time is reached, still the assignment is not the task has to be task is not completed by the admin level operator, then only PEGA will take an action. Otherwise, PEGA will not take any action. Then there is no meeting, right? Now I have a 10 minutes, right? Even I can complete my task at ninth minute also. But sorry, SLA agent is wake up for every 30 seconds. Yes, SLA agent is wake up for every 30 seconds and it will check is there any queue items. Yes, there is a queue item, but the schedule time is 2:22. So that means it is no need to process the queue item at this moment. Still I have a time. That agent itself will think still I have a time to process. Okay, it should be processed at 2:12 to 22 exactly. Okay, now switch to the Dev Studio. add assign PEGA process engine primary.px urgency assign SLA is not equal to empty. Go back to the clipboard. What is our work object? H1004. The new assignee page. Where is that new assignee page? The work object, the case type is H1004 only. PY work page. So in this activity, PEGA queue the work item. PEGA queue the work item. See, this is the queue page. What is the queue page class? A system queue service level and property set. PEGA Procom service level events. So this agent has to be processed by this queued item. Class name, event is goal, etc. PY item status is scheduled, created date and time, PY access group, etc. See this one. This is very, very important. PY minimum date for processing is as per the goal time. Primary.px goal time. PX goal time is so as per the goal time, primary.px goal time, as per that goal time, this is the schedule time. PY minimum date and date time for processing. There we can see in the admin studio, right, for the scheduled time. So the scheduled time is a goal time and item status is scheduled, etc. Assignment created time, SLA action, this agent. So based on these details, what PEGA will do? PEGA will queue one item. PX event is goal. Now by using this Java code, it will enqueue the SLA item. Enqueue the SLA item. Okay. Now we will see time. What is the time now? Because we have given the goal time is 218, but it should be processed 222. Admin studio, again scheduled, system queue service level 222. So okay. So now meanwhile, if I completed the assignment, admin 11, view all, H114, H114 due 8 minutes from now, click on go. Advance this case, that means I have completed the task. Log off. Now log into the admin one, because even the goal time is not reached, but before that I have completed the task. Switch to the admin studio, resources, agent queues, scheduled. Where is that? The item got removed from the queue table itself. Then the SL agent is no need to process that. Okay, so like this, so you can see the queue item. So just last uh, action, just last scenario I want to show it to you is where is that SLA? SB SLA, right? SB SLA. Check out. Now I have given is 2 minutes. Now again after that 2 minutes. Again after that 2 minutes. Just updated. We can see that these SL actions are performed by the PEGA. Updated. Now go back, case types, and hello, save and run. Okay, now advance this case. Now what is the clipboard in the PY work page? PY work page, PY status work is what? PY status work. PY status work is new now. Now switch to the admin studio quickly. Now system queue service level. See, now it should be processed by the 223. If you want, just click on this queue item. So this is the assignment one, system queue service level, last execution date and time, created date and time, assignment handle, assign work list, etc. Assignment handle, assign work list, etc. So updated system node, all these details, PY minimum age for processing, etc. So these are the queue item details. These are the queue item details. Just refresh. Actions. I think the SL agent already processed. System queues 223 not yet processed. Action refresh. 223 now. System queue service level. Goal time is reached. Scheduled 223 and queued. Processed or not? Not yet processed. So not yet processed. 2 minutes, right? We are given, or it is processed internally. Now switch to the, just open the clipboard. Where is the case? H1005 PY work page. PY status work is still new only, because is it processed or not processed? Scheduled 226. So that means the data transform has to be executed. Now go back to Dev Studio, actions, refresh. Now the SLA action has to be executed because goal time is reached. PY work page. See this one, PY status work is deadline. So now it reaches to the deadline. Now, I mean, the goal is completed, deadline is completed. Now pass the deadline. Okay, so like this, we can explore the agent queues, queue items, and SLA agents. See, not only for the SLA, not only for the SLA, if you can configure the weight shape also, the same process. If you can configure the weight shape also, the same process, the same entry can be queued into the queue table. And uh, I mean, I'll show it to you quickly for the weight shape also. Now here, second, open the process. Now I want to remove this, all these details. Remove. Now remove. Now remove. Just I want to configure only one assignment. After that, I want to keep it as a weight shape. Okay, now what is the configuration on the weight shape? So the assignment has to be waited for 4 minutes. The assignment has to be waited for 4 minutes. So users can choose to continue process. Okay, that is okay. I'm checking the checkbox. So what will happen internally? Save, check in, because there is no relation with SLA on this. Just I have only first assignment. Once I completed that assignment, the complete case has to be altered for 4 minutes. Then it will continue. Then it will continue. Who will continue? PEGA will continue. So what is that process internally? We will see that now. Now just yes, where is that? Hello, actions, refresh. Okay, save and run. Now advance this case. See, thank you. The next step, etc. Now what will happen internally? Because when you used the weight shape, admin studio scheduled, PEGA will queue one queue item. So when you click on the system queue service level, when you click on the system queue service level also, you can find out that queue item. Again, that queue item has to be processed by the SLA agent, even when you use the weight shape also. When you use the weight shape. Okay. I hope at least you understand about these agent queues, SLA actions, how the agent queues contains the queue items, etc. Okay. Thank you.